Hello, I'm Kelly. Welcome to Kelly Loves Books and Movies. Today I am doing the Quick to Judge challenge. And I was tagged by Kevin at Kevin Toll Reads. Thanks, Kevin. And I've seen quite a few people do this now, and I thought it was fun, and I would need to do it. All right, here's the deal. This was created a few years ago by Ali Rizdal, and then it was revived recently by Jess at Jess Book Girl TV. And of course, I was tagged by Kevin. All right, here's the prompts. Pick 5 to 10 unread books from your shelves. Read the first paragraph of every book. Rank the books based on your first paragraphs. And then add the top ranked book to your TBR. And then tag someone, but we'll get to that. All right, my 5 books. No, these are all 5 books that I've actually recently bought. So I will tell you what they are first, and then I will, well, I guess. First up, Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail. I recently read Delilah Green Doesn't Care. This is the next book in that sort of series. All right, first paragraph. And I actually just bought this today. I don't know why, but lately I've been on a romance kick and no idea. Not even the first to the paragraph yet, but the dedication, this might be cheating, but the dedication is for everyone who figured it out a little later in life, which I love that dedication. I can't use that in my ranking, though. I'll be fair. All right. Well, the first one is one sentence, so I'll do the 2. Astrid Parker looked perfect. Well, as perfect as she could look, which these days meant a lot of concealer smoothed over the purple half moons that had taken up residence under her eyes. But other than that bit of smoke and mirrors, she was pristine. All right, Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail. And I don't know, since I read the other book just recently, that might be like figuring in my ranking, but it shouldn't. Next up, the Happy Ever After playlist, Abby Jimenez. I read The Friend Zone, which is the one before this, like a year ago now, maybe not quite a year ago, and I keep meaning to read this one. So today, and it was on my mind, so I went to the store today and bought it. All right. Chapter 1. Okay, it's a one sentence again, so I'm going to cheat and do 2. Chapter 1. Oh, and they all have playlists. Interesting. So it like has a suggested song? Is that the deal? Fascinating. Okay. Do you want me to meet you at the cemetery, Sloan? Kristen was worried about me. I shook my head at my car's center console where my phone sat on speaker. I'm fine. I'm going to the farmer's market afterward, I said, hoping that would placate her. All right. Happily Ever After playlist. Next up, Ledges and Lattes, which I bought because of Pat from Book Chat with Pat, on her recommendation. I actually was going to start this weekend when I was traveling, but I didn't get to it. So, first paragraph. Viv buried her greatswood in the Scalvert skull with a meaty crunch. Black blood thrummed in her hands, and her muscular arms strained as she tore it back and out in a spray of gore. The Scalvert queen gave a long, vibrating moan, and then thundered to the stone in a heap. Interesting. I'm not a fantasy person, but I'm gonna give this a try. Even if this does not make my top 1 right now, it's probably getting read in the next month or 2. All right, third up, Giovanni's Room, James Baldwin. Also, I took this with me on a little trip this weekend and just didn't get to it, so we'll add it to the running here. first, oh no, not the introduction. Part 1. First paragraph. I stand at the window of this great house in the south of France as night falls, the night which is leading me to the most terrible morning of my life. I have a drink in my hand, there is a bottle at my elbow. I watch my reflection in the darkening gleam of the window pane. My reflection is tall, perhaps rather like an arrow. My blonde hair gleams. My face is like a face you have seen many times. My ancestors conquered a continent, pushing across death-laden plains until they came to an ocean which faced away from Europe into a darker past. Sounds good. All right. Oop, just dropped it. Last up, strange weather in Tokyo. And I got this because I believe this is from Gareth, recommended this book from Book Songs and Other Magic. And I think this, I may be wrong in the video he talked about this, but I think it was the one where you recommend books for other booktubers. I think, I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, strange weather in Tokyo. Again, one sentence first paragraph, so I will read more. His full name was Mr. Harastuna Masimoto, but I called him Sensei, not Mr. or Sir, just Sensei. He was my Japanese teacher in high school. He wasn't my homeroom teacher, and Japanese class didn't interest me much, so I didn't really remember him. Since graduation, I hadn't seen him for quite a while. Okay. Those are my 5. Let's rank them, I guess. Oh, I'm going to read all of these soon, I think. It's kind of funny because, like, before these 5 books, the last 5 books I think I've read were all books I bought. Well, maybe not all of 5, because I'm just looking at Book Lovers, which I had for a long time. But out of the last maybe 6 or 7 books I've read, 5 of them I bought and read in a row, like pretty much right away. And I think these 5 are going to wind up that way too. So let's see. Let's rank them. Okay, we'll do that one. And I'm trying not to let my judgment of what I think the books are about. I'm trying to stick to just the first paragraph, but that's kind of hard. In fact, it's probably not going to work. Okay. That's 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Number 5, Legends and Lattes. No surprise. I am going to read this soon, I swear. But it's fantasy and I don't know. I know I need to give fantasy more of a chance. 4, Happily Ever... Oops, there's the receipt. Happily Ever After playlist. I mean, I'm really wanting to read this soon, so I will read that soon. 3, Strange Weather in Tokyo. 2, now this is, okay, really if I was only judging, alright, I mean, it's not fair, I suppose. If I really only didn't know anything and only read the first paragraph, I think I would probably choose Giovanni's Room. But and I am going to read this very shortly. I'm choosing Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail. And really, honestly, the dedication kind of swayed me. And I'm just in this romancy kind of kick lately, and I don't know why. I mean, it was February. I mean, it is still technically February, but maybe the Valentine's Day was getting in there. I don't know. But, and also, I just want something really light right now. So, if I only had to judge by the... I mean, truly, I guess only judging by the first paragraph, I should read this. Giovanni's Room. First paragraph plus dedication. This edges it out. But I will be reading them both very shortly. I'm in the middle of Leonard and Hungry Paul. When I finish that, it's this and then this. How about that? All right. Those are my picks. Thanks for tagging me, Kevin. Thanks for watching. Oh, I got to tag other people. So many people have already done this or have been tagged. So if you haven't been tagged, do this. It's fun. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.